Good morning. Mallory will be here in just a second. But I am here now.
You can move your tail. Your tail is on the door frame. You can't get it closed. What?
There she is.
Can I have the glasses cleaner?
Pooh, bring in Mal. But you can't guess who wrote that.
Haley?
First try.
I can't even see. I see blurs of color.
First try. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. It's another Tuesday.
I'm suddenly very
You
hungry.
thought that maybe it wouldn't be a new Tuesday, but yep, they're still making them. Get a load of that.
I can't see chat.
Oh, I have a
No one type anything.
I have a remedy for that. You have to. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh. Just real dirty.
They were very dirty. I washed them, and now I am... Is this dirty?
What are you doing downstairs that it makes your glasses so dirty? You doing like construction work in the guest room?
Oh, you know I am.
You digging a hole? It's just like
I
a
have to
big
switch
hole
the
in there?
contacts before Pikmin. That's something.
Anyway, it's spooky month.
No.
We've gotten rid of tea and coffee.
Oh, that's why you got me this.
Yeah. Because it's spooky month. It's spooky month! When you get spooked. Now all the Channel Point redemptions have been changed out to pumpkin and skeleton. So for the month of October, Starbucks is in shambles. For the month of October, you can put your Channel Points towards pumpkin or skeleton. Switch it up. Normally...
Yes, my favorite drink's pumpkin and death.
I mean... Skeleton normally does pretty well.
Have you seen Target's skeleton they have for sale?
I don't know which one, like...
He's like, my name is Lewis. He speaks.
No, I haven't seen that. I can't keep up with all of the skeletons that are for sale. Which is a
Hi,
wild...
do you want my lap?
A
You
wild
want my lap during
sentence.
stream, don't you?
It's a wild sentence to say, but also there are so many skeletons that you can buy in a store. There's one at Costco that's like a skeleton mummy.
Renee says, I'm trying to convince Dieter I need Lewis. He does have a pumpkin head.
That's just a lot. There's a lot of elements coming together to form Lewis, it sounds like. Anyway, month of October, pumpkin and skeleton, and also that means that for the month of October, these are back at StephenShop.com for anyone that missed them in previous years.
That is exactly how it goes, Satsy.
We normally do a better job of having multiple cups throughout the year.
Yeah.
But this year was hectic, and we
sure
didn't
was.
do it as much. But we wanted to make sure we hit Halloween, because we're like, that's fun. It's a fun month. And then it leads into Extra Life, and that's fun, so. We have a lot of alerts. You guys moved?
YT Glitchy reminds me, my third year teaching, I got put in a different classroom. And there was a real skeleton in there because it was a science classroom. And it was old enough to be a real skeleton. And it had indications that it was.
This is being funky this morning. Oh.
Hi, baby.
We just changed the batteries in this, right?
We did.
Like, we put new batteries in it.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Haley, do you need mine? I'll bring it over. I have another one. Like, these are... Yeah, these are new. Oh, no.
Well, they were from... Are they the lithium ones?
No.
No? Well, we just got new batteries.
they're alkaline.
For extra life.
Like, I don't like that I take the batteries out, put it back in, and then it works for an unknown amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it another try. If it stops working again, then I may need to go get like the
Something.
the other one, the one from Tabletop Stream, and swap it out or something. That's frustrating. But also, if at any point it dies, I will accept it because it has given us multiple years of use. I just don't want it to die. Anyway, let's get started. 60 months from Asynthetic 20. Congrats on the 5. 61 months from LHMS 1704. 24 months from Hand Sewn Mama. Congrats on the 2. 42 from Anise. 49 from Aldo. 48. It's like every other one I clap. 48 from Sifo Seeker. Congrats on the 4.
It's a treat, not a trick, we promise. Tiny Eddie's powdered roasted woody tangerine and ribeye thins.
Wow. I forgot that we had Halloween-themed Eddies. I love that. 1,000 bits for Tricky Anthea says, Cactus update. We're keeping him. Eddie, what's a celebratory snack to have while we welcome this new kitten into the family?
New kitten.
Powdered roasted woody tangerine and ribeye thins. I mean, looking at the meat and potatoes of that, you have
The tangerine and the meat.
Yeah.
The
that
meat and the
that works.
tangerine, if you would.
Yeah.
Well, citrus is a tenderizing thing because of the acid.
Yeah. Cutting ribeye very thin and maybe placing very thin strips of tangerine on it. Powdered roasted woody tangerine, which is powdered with
Ooh,
what?
wood smoked. Wilo LP has a good point. Wood smoked.
Woody tangerine equals zest? Acceptable. Acceptable. Tricky Anthea, thank you. We had 39 months from Evar, 58 from Missing No Leader, 31 from Anna Banana Bread, 57 from Luna Gazer, Anise gifted to sub to Cassidecia, 53 months from We Win, 7 from The Cactace, 61 from Space Vixen Music, 45 from Chill Days. We had 300 bits from Satsy. It says, I just got back 10 minutes ago from a long weekend in the Trafford Center. It was busy, it was warm, it was confusing. Impressive for not being a maze. I loved it. My legs are so sore. I don't know what the Trafford Center is, so I'll need that context since I don't know what that is.
A mall.
A mall? Oh. Well, neat. I'm glad that you liked it. I like malls. I don't ever go to malls. Partially because, like, in America, we're losing them at an alarming rate. But I like to walk them. There's something. Maybe it's mostly nostalgia. There's something nostalgic about walking the mall. I like to walk the mall.
See, I don't really like that.
You don't like walking the mall? You know I'm gonna be one of those people that arrive at the mall at like 5 a.m. when I get to be 60 something and just.
You would do that now. Who are you kidding?
Yeah. I would do that.
You
now.
can do that.
The mall, there's a few malls in Raleigh, and they're like bumping, which is wild because I'm used to malls
Two of them
being.
are bumping.
Do we have more than 2?
Yes.
Well, the ones that I've been to, like they've been wildly busy. And that's just interesting, because I associate malls with being dead, but there are some malls which have life.
Renee says, Mel just dropped Steven off at the mall to walk and get a pretzel because he's been good.
Not being good?
Yeah. You can have pretzel.
Pretzel?
I don't know where you're gonna get a pretzel right now, but... State Fair's coming up.
State Fair, State Fair, State Fair, State Fair.
I've been dreaming about those Cubano egg rolls for a year now.
I am very excited about eating Stephen George any year of his life. Let me keep reading. We got 20 months from Over Archiver, 38 from Jacebook, 10 from Grackle Peck, 10 from Sapphire Sea, 59 from Quack Team James, 10 from Cookie and Pie Guy, 26 from Sharkstall, 510 bits from Renise. It says, are the birds also haunted or only the cups? Did Chaz sneak a bat into the mix? Also, extra life total is at 5555.
5.
Extra life total's at 5. That's a large jump.
Yeah, it is.
Weren't we at like 3,200? Moving from 3,200 to 5,500 in like 5 days? That's a lot. Oh, there have been some change-ups on the Extra Life leaderboard.
Looking forward to seeing it in a bit today.
Yeah,
we'll show it by the end of stream.
We will show it and take a look. Interesting. Midnight Chrome, we got paid. It was the end of the month. We got paid. Extra Life change-ups have changed. Oh, Alex does not have the authority to declare something like that.
He can for himself.
Yeah, he can himself. If we hit $40,000 by Extra Life, we will play every game with the bongos.
Alex will play every game with the bongos.
Yeah, no. No. That's, it's not even possible.
No.
Because it could only be GameCube games anyway, but also still might not be possible because you have very limited button inputs on the bongos.
That's not going to stop Alex.
He will try. Maybe you know, we can, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, we'll just give Alex bongos to play. We can move him to another room. We can, you know, cut to the camera every once in a while, but with no audio, so it's just, it cuts to a camera of, like, Alex just doing this for hours. That'd be good. That'd be good. Anyway, I don't think the birds are haunted. Maybe. There might be a bat. Jazz can add anything at any time, so, like, a bat might find its way in there by the end of the month.
This cat is so warm.
He's very cozy.
He's like a little heater on my lap, and it's great.
He looks very cozy. We get 46 months from Sacker Celica, 47 from Noah, 30 from Alien Whale, 35 from Jay Lineback, 25 from Master of Darkin, 27 from Breathe Wildly, 12 from Haste of the Day, 86.
I'll just pet Catbird.
Congrats on the one. I'm sure he loves that. 42 from Josh R2D2, 27 from Yami Florence, 36 from Colton.
Kept me pets for years.
24 from Reniner. There's a lot of claps today. Is that because we've changed over to a new month? Is that how that works? 10 from YR Random, 50 from YOLP, 35 from The Great Perhaps, 58 from Cosmic Searle. We get 300 bits from Will Peters who says, how about a guy in a suit with pumpkins on it named David, accompanied by guys in skeleton suits who dance? I'd never realized that inadvertently, by doing Pumpkin and Skeleton, we are making a reference to David S. Pumpkins. We just need another skeleton mug on this side.
Mm-hmm. They're part of it.
They're part of it.
What color are my nails? Anise, this is Bluebird. Bluebird lacquer. And Rollin' with My Chromies is the name of the polish color.
Any questions? It's still one of my favorite skits to come out of SNL in the last 10 years. Oh, God. Has it been longer than 10 years yet? No, it's still we're within the 10-year range. Probably not too much longer before I have to start thinking about it in the same respect of like Steve Martin sketches and Chris Farley sketches. I'm like, SNL. October 2016. Okay, I got a few more years. Yeah, don't hurt me this morning. I mean, same. We got 53 months from Destin Lee, 38 from Gamers 00700, 20 months from Linda's Book. Not 20, 12. I started clapping, so you knew my brain was in the right place. My mouth was not. Congrats on the one. 14 from Monkey in the Moon. 48 from Fry's Pikachu. So many claps this morning. 61 from Fossix. 23 from Mickey3435. 48 from Runty.exe. This is wild. 54 from Randy B213. 6 from Austin 3291. And 300 bits from Will Peters. Who said David S. Pumpkins came back last year. I remember. I don't remember the sketch exactly, but I remember that they did like another one with him. I got through alert. There's a lot of alerts.
There were a lot.
Thank you all. And welcome to Spooky Month.
Someone asked how I'm doing, and the answer is good. Those of you who have had surgery with a large incision know that nerve pain is a thing, and that sucks.
Mao's not lying, but Mao is very brave to say that she's doing good. Mm-hmm. Because there's been an almost constant stream of sighing and expressing your discomfort and pain.
Misery.
Mm-hmm. Almost a constant stream of misery coming out of Mao's mouth for
couple days now.
Mm-hmm. So.
How's Persona 5? Great. I don't want you to think I'm not enjoying it, because I really am. But it is almost a trope of itself. It's very over the top.
Yeah. I have been...
But I am very much enjoying it.
I haven't seen, like, every bit of it, right? Because, like, I'm not the one playing it. But, I've been around when Mao has played a lot of it. And, yeah. It is anime AF. And also...
Who's your favorite character and why is it Ryuichi?
and like, not only is it super, super anime, it does. At times, it feels like a parody of itself. It really does.
Yeah.
Just because everything is so extreme. But it's fun. It's fun. I'm really curious to see where the game goes.
What's the word? They just introduced it to me of what they called it. I can't think. It's when you get the person's tarot card, and you're like...
Persona?
No, Confidant. Thank
Confidant.
You, Midnight Lunacy. I just got Morgana's, so those of you who have played it, when Morgana's like, and gives that, will you get it? That's where I am.
The Confidant,
yes.
Yeah. I am thou, thou art I, thou art have new vow, blessing, calling, something, something. The first time that came on screen, I was like, The 15th time it came on screen, I was like, okay. I still don't know how I feel about certain elements of the game, but overall, it's fun. The thing I love more than anything is the aesthetic of the game. Like, the graphic design.
Oh, it's very, stylized.
Yeah, like, I like that they knew they had a very specific direction and just like went full force into it.
Oh, I have opinions on that. I do not like how they put the characters' names with all of their text boxes, and then some of the letters are negative.
Oh, I like that.
That makes it hard to read. I dislike that. I'm okay with the font choice. I'm okay with the big black and white bold style. I do not like how those letters are flipped occasionally.
Yeah, when I had first noticed that, I was trying to find out if there was a specific reason, and it doesn't seem like there is.
There isn't.
Yeah.
My other big problem is they keep pronouncing the Japanese names differently depending on the voice actor. Some of them pronounce it one way, and some will pronounce a name a different way. And that does bother me.
Takamaki, or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Sakamoto.
Yeah.
Like, depending on who is saying the name, it will be pronounced differently. And, like, there's other video games that do that too, and it drives me up the wall. Because it takes so little effort for there to be a script advisor who is like, oh, hey, no, actually, don't say it that way.
Spark Corgi says it almost made me switch the audio to Japanese. Same.
Yeah. And, I mean, you still might.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, yeah, that's a thing in video games, and it's such a lazy thing. It really is. Like, especially whenever it's, like, a main character sort of thing. I'm like, when you've got two characters that are both talking about the same person, sometimes in, like, the same frickin' room, and they use different pronunciations, like...
It'd be like if someone kept calling you Stephen and someone kept calling you Steven.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's such a weird thing. And again, that's not an exclusive problem to Persona. There's been other video games I've noticed, and like, oh my god, it really bugs me. But yeah, you know.
Or like Mallory and Mallory.
Yeah.
Like if someone kept, like two different people kept calling me that, I'd be like, stop. I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a good example for other games right now, but I know that I've experienced that, and it does drive me crazy. We get 300 bits from Triganthi. It says, also, good vibes. Remember that interview I had last week? Well, turns out if I get the job, I have to turn it down because my medical leave for my surgery got extended for another 2 months, and I may lose the job I do have because of it. I am about to scream like a yak. Good vibes.
Yeah.
I am sorry to hear that. I hope that there is some sort of silver lining here. I hope that the May stays a May.
Yeah.
Like, I hope that there is nothing turns out bad as a result of this. I'm wishing you well. I hope that the outcome here is good. Sorry to hear that. We also had 45 months from Seemingly Jess. Jess, thank you.
Could you put my skeleton over there? Thank you.
Get over here!
Okay, get my legs asleep.
Sure. You drink your coffee quick.
I was hungry, so I needed something.
You want some wine?
No. You don't have any sugar in it.
Yeah, but you're sitting next to me, so it's so sweet already.
The sweetest thing in this room is this cat.
Not sure if I should be offended or agree.
Look at him. Look at this.
Yeah.
Do. Or me under your couch. Okay, Haley. Didn't you see we had a Ring doorbell alert?
The thing
Hold on,
is,
my foot is asleep.
the thing is, my stealth very good, but also Haley's stealth very good.
Uh-huh.
Which is fine when our powers combine.
It's harder to hide you.
I am harder to hide. It's true. It's very true. There's 2 arts in the queue. I presume they are for breakfast stream, so I'm gonna play them. It's more Overlord art. Minions explore Nintendo Land. Oh my god, what's the name of the screen?
Monita.
My name is Juanita. You want to play Luigi's Mansion?
This is extremely good. Tell your boxes. October 28th is Extra Life. Hey, who's excited about Extra Life?
Me.
I'm excited about Extra Life. I'm one of the people that's excited. Alright, well, let's go ahead and take a look at it, shall we? Let me pull it up.
Barnyard.
Barnyard? What? What? Okay. Man, all right. Yeah, some things have changed. Some things have stayed the same. Some things have changed. This is wild. So, we'll start at the bottom in 7th place. There's so many more below this, I'm sure. And as a reminder, if you do a donation, try to make your donation for at least $25. That makes it eligible for roulette. So that's a high recommendation for me. So presumably under Digimon is just a bunch of 25s. So Digimon World 4, 250. Speed Zone. Hey, that's one of the games on my list. Speed Zone is the 8-player split-screen Wii racing game. For the Wii. It's an 8-player game for the original Wii. And I just want to see it. I just want to see it. Because it sounds ridiculous. Puyo Pop Fever.
Yes. Oh, that would be fun to make Steven play that.
Yeah. I also point out 8-player split screen and 480p, which
with Wiimotes and nunchucks.
Can't wait for that. How many frames per hour will we get? Yeah, that I don't know how well it runs. Like, if they advertised it as heavily as they did, you would assume that the developers of Speed Zone made sure that it ran well. But they could run like poo-poo. So I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, Puyo Pop Fever is an interesting addition. I really don't like Puyo. Really don't. Like, I would play it.
I need to put one of them back in my Switch so that I can, like, play a little bit every day from now until Extra Life.
The reason I don't like Puyo, and I've talked about it before, is that Puyo requires
a different mindset than Tetris.
It requires thinking ahead in a way that my brain does not do. It just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
I cannot. I can't. Just can't. I would need professional training. I think. Just Heaven Shy is really good at Puyo,
yeah, Heaven
right?
Shy is
like
very
Heaven
good.
Shy would have to come here and train me. And I'm like, I don't have time for that.
It's been so long since we've done like a big group play of that, like because we had done that in Blue Wall House a lot.
Yeah, Paul is also very
yes.
good. Paul won't be at Extra Life, but Paul is very good at Puyo, and we've played like Puyo Puyo Tetris before with Paul, and Paul can steamroll everyone. Anyway, where were we? Mario Super Sluggers, still at 550. Freddy Fish, still at 1,000. Mario Party 4 at 1,005. And our new leader, Barnyard is our god now, 1,250. Barnyard, Ochaz says, the donator Goldline says about Barnyard, imagine a GTA minigame clone where you can squirt milk. Don't know that I needed to read that. My presumption here is that Barnyard is based off of the animated series Barnyard.
I think so.
Do you want to know something interesting and fun about Barnyard, the series? Do you know who the, I believe, writer and executive producer of Barnyard is?
I don't know.
Steve Odekirk.
Oh.
Is that wild?
That is wild.
Steve Odekirk is the person who wrote and produced and directed and starred in Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Was also the writer and director for the second Ace Ventura film, When Nature Calls, which is my favorite movie. So, neat. Steve Odekirk really hasn't done a lot of things, in fairness. Like, probably most well known for Kung Pao. Also did Jimmy Neutron. Was also responsible for Jimmy Neutron. But then since then, like since Jimmy Neutron and Barnyard, I don't know he's done much.
The taste is in the hospital gown. Tiny Eddie's Valley Cilantro Bites.
Valley Cilantro.
Some people might find it soapy.
All right, let me put the Extra Life totals off.
Also,
the
we
screen.
need more money in roulette at some point. Because that would be, I love that when that happens.
I'm excited to see it. That's a bit from Mr. Viperfang says, but Steven loves Puyo. He wants nothing else but to play the Extra Life. Wink, wink. He'd also love to have this Eddie snack while playing. Tiny Eddie's Valley Cilantro Bites.
I'm really glad you're okay with cilantro.
You're welcome.
I would be very sad if neither of us liked it, or one of us didn't like it.
I'm fine with cilantro, but to me, cilantro is very much a, like.
Oh, I love it.
It's fine. Like there's the people that think it tastes like soap.
Yeah.
Presumably because their palate is either different or their brain's wired different. Something they just don't like it. I'm not that, but it just, if I don't have it in something, I'm like, eh.
Are there any cilantro haters in the And Friends group?
Oh, undoubtedly somebody, right?
No, it doesn't like it.
I mean, I don't know exactly, but like undoubtedly someone.
I feel like one person, maybe in Raleigh here, doesn't like it, but I can't remember who. Is it Josh or Dan? And he says Dan mentioned tasting like soap.
Yeah, my first guess would be Dan, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You know what I think of when I think of cilantro, and I try to think of something that was cilantro forward that I really liked that we had at some point. There was a place where Alex and Haley used to live.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree 100%.
There's a place that Alex and Haley used to live when they lived in LA.
Mm-hmm.
That was gyoza. It was a gyoza restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That was like almost entirely what they sold. And they just had different types of gyoza. And one of them was a cilantro gyoza.
Oh, so good.
And it was very good. And that's the only time I think I've ever had something cilantro where I was like, oh, this is like adding a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, this is really delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sawtell.
Yeah, Haley.
So...
that place is gone, too.
Yeah, that's sad.
I know.
They also had giant gyoza. Like, they sold gyoza that were, like, this big. Which is, like, fun.
Oh, they had noodles? We never ordered them.
Oh, we just went and like, give us a gyoza.
I think we went there with Josh. Like, for a lunch one day. Like, when we were there and, like, Alex and Haley had to work. I think...
maybe?
You, me, and Josh went. Maybe.
Josh was there?
Yeah. They had Dan noodles? Okay.
I'm really glad that my life is, like, recorded, because I would forget that any of these things occurred.
We took him there at night? Yeah, I remember Josh being there.
Okay. I don't...
There's things in my life I think about foods that I've eaten.
And you like, connect those with people?
No, I just, like, things that were, like, this was, like, a very special item that I loved. The cilantro gyoza was one.
Yeah.
The sandwiches where I went to college at Acoustic Cafe in Menominee is another. There's like little things like that in my life that are like, ooh, this one thing I had that was very special.
I cannot reveal more details about that night, but you'd remember it. What the hell? Okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, that sounds extremely ominous. I'm like, oh my god, who died that night? Did we bury someone? I cannot reveal more details about that night.
Taylor came over? Because I feel like we also took Taylor there.
Oh yeah, we would. I don't know if we took Taylor, but I remember that Taylor visited at some point.
Oh, another food that I'm thinking of that was very special was pickle soup from the Polish restaurant.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I want to make a list of, like, all of my... You know, it'd be a fun exercise, which I can't do now. I'd have to start now. If I could keep, like, a list of, like, the absolute best foods. Yeah, Drek got to try this soup.
Yeah, Drek got to try it.
If I could, like, the absolute, like, best, like, most interesting things. Like, just put, like, a note on my phone and be like, this was very good. And just... keep up with that, because I can't go back now mentally and do that. It's too hard. I can think of the cilantro gyoza, but it's hard to think of other things past that. Anyway, we had 31 months from Circle Now Squared. 3 bits from Ampersand Queen says, hello, hope you guys are well. Back in August, I asked for vibes for my dog passing. The other dog finally passed last week, and I was wondering if I could get vibes again. Both my dogs of the last 13 years are gone, and I can feel my mental health deteriorating. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
That is very, very hard to lose both so close together. Good vibes. I sincerely wish you well, because that's extremely rough.
Yeah.
That is very, very hard. Try to take time for yourself.
Yeah.
Losing a pet is extremely difficult. I have met some people in my life who felt differently about that, and were like, well, it's just an animal. And I'm like, oh, buddy, oh, don't make me fight you right here. Yeah, no, it's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
And my heart goes out to you in a very, very big way. Good vibes. We had 300 bits from Squid, who says, Kevin James voiced the main character of Barnyard in the movie. Fitting for all the Kevin James memes going on if it gets played. I wonder... Video games.
Oh, you've disturbed the boy.
Oh, I see it. Oh, I can't reach it from this side of the couch.
Hi. Hi. Are
I
you
feel like
cute?
the world's worst Vanna
Are
White.
you cute?
Barnyard. Okay. Barnyard.
Where's your feet? There's your feet.
Barnyard still has the $5.99 sticker on it. This is Barnyard. I don't know if that will ring a bell for people seeing the logo and be
The
like,
logo
oh.
does,
Yeah.
but I never saw the show.
I have also never seen the show in my life. The original party animals explore all the neighborhoods of Barnyard on your bike. All your favorite Barnyard characters from the movie. So I think this was produced maybe after the movie, but before the animated series began. Because I think this was similar to Jimmy Neutron in that they started with a movie and then they did a show, just like Jimmy Neutron.
CD Chow says it was a movie and then a show.
Yeah, okay, so the exact same thing. Interesting. I'm sure they don't have, the credits. I'm sure Kevin James does not do the voice in the game. They probably didn't want to pay for that, and that's fair. I was just really curious if Kevin James was the voice actor in this. But this will tell me. I'll return to the couch shortly. Blue Tongue Entertainment. This doesn't... THQ, Nickelodeon Digital, Nickelodeon Creative, Omation, music credits. Oh, this has got some real music in it. Love that. There's a special thanks to Steve Odekirk in here, but otherwise there's no, I don't see anything about who does
You could look it up.
the voice talent. Yeah, I could have, but it was more visually interesting for me to come look at this. Okay. Neat. Well, anyway, that's in the lead. It doesn't mean that it'll get played. I've seen some wild upsets for Extra Life over the years. But having it on the list like that certainly does... Oh my god, there's a Baldur's Gate on GameCube? Oh yeah, that's right, there's Dark Alliance. Sorry, this is next to Barnyard. So I noticed it. Alright, I'm coming. There's also a Bad Boys. Sorry, I'm just looking at GameCube games now. Bad Boys, Miami Takedown.
At some point between now and Extra Life, we will have to single stack those games, and I don't know how we are going to do that.
Yeah. I also don't know what we're gonna
Because
do.
everything here except Switch is single stacked.
Yeah.
We may have to take all of what's next. PlayStation? PS2?
I think what we could do, if we move all of the GameCube and
See, I think we should just take the face of all of this here, this shelf, this Billy, and then move that temporarily to the Switch Billy here, this one, behind you.
Yeah.
And then we'll just we'll just kind of use like the back row of the GameCube one and then the front row of the PlayStation one.
Okay.
Because it's only going to take 2 Billies.
Yeah. Okay. We'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
yes, we absolutely should.
Utilize our Raleigh Collective friends to help us prepare the house for Extra Life because I can't do anything.
Brandon has also been mentioning this. Like Brandon
He's thinking ahead.
Brandon is the one that's like, we had everyone here on Saturday or something, I guess, because we watched a movie, and he was like, should we like single stack the GameCube games? And I'm like we should do it, but let's not do it today. And he's like, okay. So yeah, we do need
Haley
to do
says,
that.
yeah, Brandon has already assigned himself this task.
Kevin James is credited as the voice in the game. I wish that was in the credits of the book. Neat. So apparently voiced not only the character in the movie, but also the video game. And maybe it... Did they make a video game for the Kevin Blart? Is it Kevin Blart? Is it Blart?
Yeah.
It's Blart. Is it Kevin Blart? Paul Blart. Paul Blart? Paul Blart. Yeah.
That's true, Haley.
When are they gonna make a video game for Paul Blart Oh no.
Do you need more coffee? Do you need this kitty?
I'm out. Paul Blart
Mall cop?
Paul Blart Markarp. Paul
Blart Mall cop.
It's hard, isn't it, though?
Because I'm trying not to laugh as I say it.
Paul Blart Markarp. Thermodynamics. Super Paul Blart Markarp. Okay, forget it. 40 months from an Inuit.
Paul Blart Markarp.
Paul Blart Markarp.
Listen, I can't laugh that hard. It hurts.
Hey everyone, I'm Parbar. I'm Markarp.
No.
Markarp.
Stop.
I'm the Markarp.
It hurts.
Rauher
Can't be.
So anyway, you want to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday?
I played Persona? What else happened yesterday?
I'm so glad that is your recollection of yesterday, is that you rested and recovered on the couch and played Persona. My recollection of yesterday is that there was a man in my house.
Oh, we sat around for an
hours.
extra hour waiting for him because he was an hour late.
Well, let's start at the beginning to tell the full story of this. The full story is that when we moved in here, which was it April?
April.
When we moved in, we were like, there are a list of things that need to be done in the house.
Here, landlord, here are the things wrong with the house before we moved in. So you don't blame them on us.
Here are the repairs.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, okay.
Some of which were like problematic.
And we were like, these are the problems, and they're like, okay. And then it has been just systematically us being like,
hey, also here's a new problem.
Can you fix these? And they're like, okay. Anyway, yesterday.
No, actually.
Yesterday.
The day of my surgery.
Oh, yeah. That's actually the first thing that happened. Is the day of Mal's surgery, Mal got a text that was like, can I come over today? And Mal's like, I'm actually about to have surgery. And he was like, oh. We were like, the timing is impeccable.
The repairman is not our landlord.
Yeah, these are different people. So after that, we hadn't really heard anything, and then we got a message
yesterday. Or actually, we got one like Thursday last week that was like, hey, am I good to come over soon? And I was like...
You said like Monday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Yeah, because Tuesdays and Thursdays tend to be a lot with Breakfast Stream.
And the other streams.
And Pikmin and...
Yeah.
Star.
So that's all we heard. And then on Monday, which was yesterday, we just got a text that was like, hey, can I be there in an hour? And we're like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hours go by.
Yeah. And then finally the guy shows up. And,
it was sweet though. He asked how I was doing, so he at least
yeah,
remembered I had surgery.
Yeah, he did. I like the guy. The guy seems nice. The guy does seem nice. It's just it's hard when the amount of time you get for notifications like an hour.
Yeah.
Or in this case 2 hours without knowing it was 2 hours. Because you can't plan around that. Like I had other things I was going to do.
Yeah.
And
Same.
know, that does change things a little bit. But like one of the things that was messed up is that the banister upstairs, like I know that the last people that lived in this house just had like 100 children or something, you know. And one of the reasons is that typically people would not live in a house this large unless they had a bunch of children. We instead need places to work because we're working in the house. But most people would have a bunch of kids, and I know that it's not necessarily that I know that a child destroyed the banister.
But you know
it's
they
just
came
likely.
around the side, like down the hallway, and then like to go down the stairs, and everyone grabs the top of that banister and yanks on it as they do. You know that's what happens.
So the banister has been like...
Oh yeah, it's super...
Like it, you know...
It's a safety hazard,
yeah.
honestly.
So that got fixed. I haven't like tested it.
Oh, it's still really wobbly. Don't worry about that. I gave it a little wiggle.
So
it's like slightly better.
Okay. He was drilling for like an hour.
Oh, I know. Kepler knew. Kepler was not happy.
Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, okay, so like that happened. And then our shower needed recaulked because it when we moved in, like it was...
My assumption is the builders of this house, whatever builder grade caulk they used in the shower was just bad. It wasn't... If you use a higher quality one, it's like anti-mold and it will last longer.
Yeah.
But if you use cheap one, it will mold.
Yeah.
And then you can't get it out.
We had this problem 2 houses ago also, where they used really awful caulk, and then it became disgusting. We did our best to clean it, and we couldn't.
Yeah.
And we told them about it, and then when we moved out, they complained to us.
Yeah. The only way to fix it is to remove it and replace it.
And I was
to
like...
be fair, it's not a difficult job. Like, I've helped my dad do that, like in the kitchen when he's done like house stuff, because my dad's quite handy.
Yeah.
So like I knew how, but that's not my responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very frustrating when we had left Myrtle Beach, and that landlord is still the
probably our
worst
landlord.
She, like, not only the negligence, but also just she was nasty.
Yeah, she was very nasty.
She was honestly very, very nasty. So that was fun.
Anyway, so that's something he did yesterday that we've been like, hey, this needs done when we moved in.
Yeah.
He did not, however, tell us how long it would be until we can shower in there. And we don't know what kind he used.
It's probably 24 hours.
Probably. Which house was that? 2 houses ago.
Yeah.
The house we lived in during the pandemic.
Yeah. The last house we lived in, Myrtle Beach.
Haley says, the shingles are damaged. Why didn't you replace them? I would have not put it past that landlord to do that to us. No, after the Blue Wall house.
I love that there's been so many houses that we have to be like, no, not house number this, but not house number this, because there's just so many. It's fine. One day we'll have a more permanent location. It's fine.
Anyway, what else did he do? The dishwasher's been leaking. That was like the most recent thing. We were like, hey, landlord, dishwasher leaking.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
What am I missing? Oh, yeah, the sink is also.
Yeah. He did the banister. He recaulked the shower. I haven't taken a shower in there, but like I looked in there and I was like, this looks good. And one of the things on the list was that the kitchen sink's faucet handle is loose. Like it works, but it's like really loose, like this. Mm-hmm. So I went downstairs and he was like, it works. And I was like, it works. I was like, but it's super loose. And I showed him that it does this. And he goes, but
it works.
He's like, but it works. And I was like, yeah, it does. He's like, all right. He's like, call me when it breaks. And I was like, fair enough. All right. Okay. Sure. And then the final thing was, since we
didn't ever check if he took the trash from under the porch. That was the other thing he said he would do.
I'll look today.
Mm-hmm.
When we moved in, there was like trash behind our house and a jerry can like full of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Like this has been something that we have asked them about like for months, and I hope it's gone now. We'll find out.
But the dishwasher.
Yeah, so the dishwasher, we suspect that the dishwasher is leaking. There's a crawl space under the house.
Well, there's been water on the kitchen floor in front of the dishwasher, like a puddle.
The crawl space under the house, when you go under there, there is evidence
that something from above
is leaking. Mm-hmm. And like, that's bad for a few different reasons. Because like if left to its own devices, like if that molds and gets gross, like, it can take a while, but a floor can cave in with that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, we documented it and we let them know because we suspected there might be a problem. So yesterday after the kitchen sink thing, the guy was like, I'm going to go look in the crawl space. And I was like, okay. And then he left and it had been a long time. And I was like, I wonder, how he's doing.
He's still in there.
And then I looked outside and like his car was gone. I was like, oh, he's gone. So I was like, well, maybe he went to like get something, like maybe he went to get something from the store. But then he never came back. He went out for a pack of cigarettes. He never came back.
So we don't know what he did or if he did anything.
Yeah.
Because I suspect it's the dishwasher based on the fact there's been water inside the house.
So, yeah.
For his last trick, he disappears.
So my plan today is to go see if the trash is still back there.
I mean, he didn't address some of the things on the list.
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that like got skipped, right?
Yeah.
So we'll need to like message him again and be like, hey, you left? Just wanted to know.
I mean, we've documented
what
we've done our part.
Just want to know like if you're coming back or he fixed like two things.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It only took 4 months to fix 2 things. April was month 4 and October is month 8. So that's... Oh, wait, no, October's month 10. Oh, that's 6 months. Oh, yeah, that's not great.
Why are you licking me?
It's fine. Anyway, learning about some Jet says, my very first landlord hardly repaired anything, but as soon as a giant gaping hole appeared in my front door, they replaced that real quick. There are certain things that landlords seem to care more about than others. Like, even though we had a list of like problems,
yeah,
when we had an issue with our garbage disposal, that got addressed.
Well, it was smoking.
Well, yeah, it's because it was like, wait,
it might light on fire.
Yeah. So,
What was the 2 things that were fixed? The banister, maybe, kind of, and the shower cock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe something with the dishwasher leak. We don't know. He disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to find out, like, if he did anything, or... I don't know. It's...
Anyway, this isn't our house. We just live here. And pay someone to let us live here.
Yeah.
You think they'd care a little bit more about it?
Yeah. It does feel very much like they don't care. But also, it's absolute, like, and you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it's absolutely a situation of, like wealthy person just owns a bunch of crap and wants to receive as much passive income while doing as little as possible. Like, it's absolutely a situation. Like, we found other properties that are owned by the same person, and it's just like, okay, so this is just someone that, like does not care. Just like, how can I do the smallest amount of effort and retain... Yeah. I don't know, Haley. I think about it all the time.
Yeah, same.
Having a... And the thing is, it doesn't always suck having a landlord. Like, it can be a good situation.
Some of our friends have great landlords.
It's true. But...
We have been cursed.
We
not.
really have been cursed. It's kind of... Yeah, Haley's like, our landlord is awesome.
Yeah, when we started, like, when we knew we had to move in the last house, we were like, can you guys see if your landlord has anything?
Yeah, it's not impossible for you to have a good experience renting.
Yeah.
Like, that can happen. But, man, my experience has not been great.
Noah, you can be our landlord. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, it's... Yeah. I think there is a big difference, too, right? Because...
Our best landlord was our first apartment when we got married in Columbia. It's been all downhill since.
Yeah, that was an apartment... well, actually, our last place...
Yeah, the
first
landlord
place
of our last place was probably the best. The owner of that house... What we heard from the landlord...
I'm simplifying your version of the story and just saying they don't need to know every specific thing. But yes, the last place we lived, the first place we lived in North Carolina, was the best landlord situation we've ever had, in my opinion, by a long shot.
Yeah.
In fact, it was so good that it was bewildering. They already agreed to live with me. No landlord. It was bewildering how good it was because our experiences historically have been so bad.
Yeah.
So we had a very good experience, and we were like, oh, this is great. And then, of course, we only lived there 9 months before the owner was like, I want to live back in my house. And we were like, cool. And now we live here. And we're back to, not the best situation. Although, not the worst.
No, not the worst.
Not the worst. When you've had so many bad landlords, you really do get to start ranking them. And, like, this is...
Landlord tier list 1.
I could make one. And like this is not the worst situation. And part of that is that like the house is okay. The house is okay. A little concerned about the possible rotting floorboards in the kitchen if there's a leak.
I mean, this house is very builder grade.
It really is. Like the house is big, but everything about it is like very like. The last house that we lived in was really nice. Like. All of the appliances were, like, super good, and I was like, this is cool. But we only got to live there for, like, 9 or 10 months. It's fine. One day we won't, like, rent, maybe. Okay, yeah. The microwave oven was bad. But that was the only thing, I think.
Yeah.
It is nice to be able to use the oven and the microwave at the same time in this house. This is the one thing about last house that was like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. God. We've just lived some places, man.
Sure have.
We really have. The oven does whistle. I wish it didn't whistle. That actually might be my single largest complaint in the entire house. Because I hate that. Like, as someone that, like, we're producing shows in the kitchen, I really don't love that the oven whistles loudly. That's the one thing I think that I hate the most, but they're not going to fix that. No. There's no way. 300 Bits from Chill Days, who says, I have a great landlord. I've lived in my apartment since May 2006, and he hasn't raised the rent at all. I never want to move. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
That is amazing. My parents, when they first moved to Myrtle Beach, when they first moved to Myrtle Beach, they lived in a condo right near the beach, but also that situation ended up not working out very well because the other condos were just like party buildings.
Yeah.
And it was so like people that are like trying to live in the area versus like kids coming for spring break and like completely trashing the place. It's not a good place to live. But after that, they lived in a neighborhood in a duplex, and the other people that lived in the duplex were the owners of the duplex, and they gave my parents an astoundingly good deal. Like, stupid good. And then my parents lived there for, like, I don't know.
First half of your childhood?
I was going to say, like, 15 years.
Yeah.
Or something. And I don't believe in those 15 years that the other people in the duplex ever raised my parents' rent. So for, like, 15 years, it was just... And it was like nothing. So that was a very cool experience for them. So, and we also got to like meet them. Yeah. The dream: one big house, content barn, duck pond, bathhouse,
garden. I do like the idea of having a bunch of little houses. Like we each have tiny house.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's possible.
Maintenance. Yeah, but like, Chaz, do you think Kepler can live in the same house as Elspeth?
I mean, the games go in the content barn.
Or Leica, yeah.
We have entertained the idea. It's probably not even a surprise. It's probably not even a surprise to people that we've entertained the idea of a communal living space.
An intentional community.
An intentional community. Mm-hmm. That sounds so nice and professional.
That is the professional word for it, yes.
We have absolutely done that. We've actually spent many years doing that. Moving to Raleigh, North Carolina is honestly like the earliest version of that. So we'll see what happens. We got everyone in the same city. Well, not everyone, but we got a lot of people in the same city, so like that's a start. You know, we'll see what happens. For now, it is nice to at least live in the same area. Like that was a big thing, and I'm glad that we're there with that. What the future holds, I don't know. You're in a cult. Call your dad. Once we perform our first sacrifice, we'll start the planning. Ah, yes. We'll draw straws. I think that's the most fair way. 26 months from Linders. Linders, thank you. I am content, though. Like, I know that there's been problems with this house, but, yes. Like, overall, like, compared to some of the other situations that we've been in, this is all right.
Yeah.
This is more than all right. I do want them to be aware of, like, some things. If there's a problem with the underside of the house or whatever, like, in the crawl space, like, I hope that they're aware.
Yeah, they are aware.
But they are aware. They know about it. So
we've sent photos.
Otherwise, things are working out. Things are working out. So, Leaping Ephraim says, mind if I asked if the 2018 fan favorites video for StephenVOD is in production right now? It is. I gave all of the 2018 stuff to Dan yesterday. So that's exciting. And there's more stuff to announce, but I'll keep it quiet for now until I have a chance to review everything. But for now, yes, I have given all that stuff to Dan. So that's exciting. By the end of the year, we will be living in the present, which is great. Did I not run this?
No, you hadn't.
I gotta run this. I haven't updated the beans quite yet. We are on the cusp of a new Patreon video. We're not quite there. It could happen today. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen Thursday. Kind of we're in a wiggly place. But it will be this week. It will be this week. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, September was a lot, man. I don't think people understand.
I mean, it was a lot, yeah.
The level to which it was a lot, but it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, and there will be a mail video before Extra Life. We are planning to record that mid-October, so probably in like 2 weeks from now. Other things happening today, because you should probably be aware of that. In 3 hours, Mal and I are playing Pikmin. Still working through Pikmin.
It'll be like last week where,
subject to
how long I feel like going, because I had a rough night trying to sleep.
Yeah. So
there will be some Pikmin.
There will be some Pikmin. Mm-hmm. And then
Disc only.
That's all of our streams other than Disc only, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Disc only tonight at 9. So I'll be there. Jared won't?
Yeah.
Jared won't. We're replacing Jared with someone else. Remember, we always trade up. So we're getting rid of Jared and getting someone better than Jared. Oh, John revealed the
Yeah, we know this already.
It's Carlos.
You've said this like on Thursday. We talked about this. You made the same joke.
I don't know what any of that just meant, but okay. Carlos, yeah. Exactly. Jared plays one instrument. Carlos plays every instrument. So we always try to trade up. Like whenever I was not there, like we got Sab. That's a big trade up. So we always try to get someone better than ourselves. So yeah, tune in tonight. Carlos will be there, and I'll be sure to ask him about like how does it feel when you do the toot? Like, is it fun? Do you have regrets about your life path? Do you wish you would have been like a professional, like
deep question,
chair tester, or something like that? I'll be sure to ask important questions. Yeah, so that's that, and then
I'm streaming tomorrow.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, that was the decision. Wednesday night.
Okay, well, I just don't remember stuff. Yeah, you are. Okay. Yeah, there's not a breakfast stream tomorrow to tell you that, so be sure to like tell your cellular phone.
I'm streaming Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm going to be making cookies.
Other stuff going on.
By the way.
Okay. Tomorrow. Oh my God, tomorrow's busy for me. Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make
not soy sauce cookies.
I'm gonna make this Patreon video happen. It'll happen this week, but like, oh God. Yeah, so cookie stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm looking forward to having a cookie. I love a cookie. And that's it?
Yep.
I think that's it. The only other things I need y'all to know is that more of you like skeleton than pumpkin. Is this a camera trick? My hand looks so big.
You have a large hand.
This is a camera trick.
hold up your hand. Like this. Like. You have big hand.
This is a camera trick. I've only recently. I'm like a child that's like dealing with object permanence. Like only in the last few months have I noticed that my hands are large. Because there was this is serious. This is real. I was looking at a photo, and I was talking about. I was like, huh, this photo makes my hands look large. And Mal was like, that's how big your hands are. And I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And then it happened again, I think, with Haley. And I was like, looks like my hands are really big in this picture. Haley's like, that's because your hands are really big. And I was like,
Yeah.
you know, it only took me 30-something years to be like, oh, neat. Okay. I don't have anything else to talk about then. Thanks for being here. Hope y'all have a good Tuesday. Be sure to come on back at 1 p.m. Eastern
For Pikmin.
if you can for Pikmin. And that's it. Can I hit this with my toe? I can. That's neat. All right. See you at 1 p.m.